had a wonderful Thanksgiving and you enjoyed the break. I wanted to cover a few things to refresh our memories and some new policies that we're going to be using to make sure everybody is, one, engaging and reading the directions that I send out. I'm going to need you guys to react to the post for the week, which is for today. This counts as your attendance for today. So if you haven't done that already, you need to make sure you do that. And also on days that you have an assignment through a post that's going to be on our 1984 channel, I need you to react to that post as well. This is the way we're going to track attendance using that engagement. Even if you don't complete the work that day, I need you to react to the assignment so I know that you're following along. Traditionally, I've given you guys unlimited time to react to it, and it's an easy 2 points. How that's going to change now is if you react to it on the day the post goes up, you get 2 points. If you turn in a late work form, you get 1 point. So make sure that just daily you're keeping track, you're touching base. That's really all we're looking for here. Late work, as I've talked about before, we need to make sure we're getting that submitted within 2 weeks of the original due date. I know a lot of us are having a hard time staying motivated when we're looking at a screen all day. I'm one of those, so I feel your pain. But you need to find a way to make sure we're getting focused. I also know that a lot of you are dealing with one device among several people, so I understand that that's frustrating as well. So there's some cushion there for you guys to get that work finished. Okay? So what I've also done is, if you look on the left-hand side, and this, when you're in your Teams on your phone, this is one of the channels. I've added a forms channel so that I pinned that late work submission form there. So you need to, if anytime you're doing a late work assignment, and you have to do one form submission per assignment. I had some problems last 9 weeks. A couple of you have actually done several assignments on one form, and I missed some. So if you want to get credit, please do one form submission per assignment that you're submitting late. Or we can just try to, everybody keep on task so we don't have to dig ourselves out of holes. That would be really, really good. Okay? So we're going to be starting 1984. And for those of you who didn't read, yes, please, 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 please read and not spark notes. It's really important that you read this book above all books, because it's going to talk about a lot about what our media literacy class talked about, a lot about what's going on in the world around us as far as critical thinking and critical reading. So make sure you're reading that book. As we move through the book, we are going to do some basic Q&A, reader response. We're going to be doing this tomorrow. My goal is for us to use Microsoft Word. This is going to be third period's document, but assuming I have all the settings correctly, since I'm still getting used to Word, I'm used to Google Docs, everybody should be able to edit this at the same time. So we can all post questions and comments for each other. So if I have a question, I can't type. So I can type a question and kind of leave it there. If somebody else wants to respond to it, or if I respond to it, I can add a comment to that. Okay? And go ahead and answer that. And I encourage you guys to actually engage with each other, so it doesn't have to be all me. And honestly, I would jump into that conversation, that side conversation over there, to help if you needed it, or just to contribute to the conversation. So that's going to be my goal for actually the rest of remote learning. Anytime we have a live discussion, I'm going to open a Word document like this for note-taking, and a place for you to pose questions before the discussion. I know not everybody will be able to attend meetings during class time for various reasons. As difficult as that is, I really like having the discussions with you guys. As difficult as that is, this gives us a kind of a back channel for us to work through. So we'll be doing that tomorrow, giving that a shot, working out the kinks on that. In addition to that, when we move through 1984, I'm going to be creating some quick quizzes. There's really no way to prevent me from Googling the answers. It's going to be straight honor system. I will tell you this, you will not get anything out of Googling the answers other than points. And if that's what your focus is, I understand. Unfortunately, that's the way we've created our education system. So we're all focused on the points and not the actual learning. But this is a really good book for us to focus on why learning is important, learning for ourselves and not trusting the Google, if you will. So the honor system is into effect. Please be honest about what you're doing and what you're willing to do for the class. I get it, not everybody loves English, so taking the class to be in a live classroom is a lot different than you're struggling through this on your own. Not necessarily on your own, but behind a computer screen. So I get it. This might not be your number one priority, and that's okay. Just be honest about it. That's what I like, okay? And the last thing is, every time I try something new, please give me some feedback. You know, you guys are learning with me. I've learned Teams and Microsoft for the first time this year, and I'm still learning. I'm going to try to find other ways to engage so this isn't all the same thing over and over and over again. So if something's really working for you, shoot me a chat, let me know. If something's not working for you, shoot me a chat, let me know. And that helps make it better for everybody. Okay? So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow in the chat or on the Word document. That Word document is live now, so if you want to post questions you have now, feel free to do that. I can always go, I'll start with those tomorrow, actually, the kickoff discussion. And for those of you who are working from a laptop, if you are joining the discussion tomorrow, what's cool is what I'm going to do is in a reply, I'm going to start a meeting. So our meeting will be underneath that post. And then what I can do, if I can manipulate this, if I'm working on a laptop, I can split the screen. This might be redundant for some of you. You already knew this. So you can have the meeting over here on one side, and then you can have the Word document over here, and you can be typing on the Word document while you are in the meeting. If you have multiple devices, which is what I will be doing, because the split screen isn't super effective for me, I will probably have the meeting up on my phone, or in fact, I will have it up on my phone, because I'll be working from home and my internet at home is kind of sucky, so I'll use my data. I'll have it up on my phone, but then I'll have the Word document up on my computer, so it's easier for me to type. So those are some strategies for you to use while we're moving through this. And hopefully I will see a lot of you tomorrow. And I hope everybody is staying healthy, and I'll talk to you soon.